I wasn't expecting that much, but it's time for another MyBotanika haul! Yes! Hi and welcome back for a new video. My name is Michael, better known as Handy Plant Guy, and a second MyBotanika. My first time in the Netherlands. It was also the first time for the MyBotanika on a new location, which was really big. And I felt so much love from all of you guys, so thank you for that. And I didn't expect to find that much because last week was also a MyBotanika in Germany where I bought a lot of things. So let me show you all the beauties that I got, and there are some specials. Let's start with all of the freebies. Of course, we went to Hazy, and I wasn't lucky enough on the Wheel of Fortune, and I got a houseplant elixir. You already saw that in my shop vlog. And they gave me the Call Mac again. So the new product of Hazy, which is online now, which you can order. So thank you for that, Hazy. Another fertilizer is Nurture System, which is the fertilizer from Kaylee Allen. And she gave me like a little thing to try. And from MG Plants we got a free tissue culture, because when you let them see your phone that you follow them on Instagram, you get a tissue culture plant. And this time I got an Alocasia chai, which looks like that. And we felt like a little, how can you say that? You know, last week we also got one, and now the week after. So we were talking about, should we go and get one? So I think we're gonna make a video about tissue culture. So thank you, MG Plants. Then we took a little break outside, and Norisa was like, come, let's go to my car. And she had a lot of stuff, and I thought she bought that stuff for herself. And Jacqueline was also there. You saw her in my video, Jacqueline from my jungle story. And she had a little bag with some of these from my alocasias or my anthuriums. And she also got a little plant for me, which is a Alocasia Bambino Pink Variegated. Just look how cute this is. And I was almost crying that day. You will see in a minute why. So a really nice albino pink. I didn't own this yet, so I'm really happy with that one. Thank you, Jacqueline. And before I'm gonna say anything, I'm gonna say, Norisa, you are crazy, but I love you. Look at this caladium. And another one. So Norisa was at a garden center, and I saw on Instagram a picture that they had caladiums. Let me put this down. And I asked Norisa if she can bring one for me. Just look at this. It's almost see-through. You could see my hand moving behind. And she told me she gonna pick a nice one for me, and she bring it to the MyBotanika in the Netherlands, in Nieuwegein. And I'm really in love with this. And I didn't expect another one. Look at this. I didn't know how to care for caladiums, but I think we're gonna find out now. So look, and there are multiple plants. I think there are bulbs. And that's not all. She also brought me a little tile with oops, I did it again. I don't know if that means she did it or if I bought too much again. Really cute, so thank you, Norisa. And I also saw on Instagram from the garden center that they had like really cute planters, pink cars. And I asked Norisa if she also can bring me one of these. And she texted me that she couldn't find any. So I was a little sad, but you know, I got my caladium, so I was happy. And she didn't tell me that she found one, so she gifted me one. Look how cute this planter is. It really matches my vibe. So that's really sweet of her. And I think I'm gonna make a succulent arrangement in this one. And she told me that this was the last one. That's why it's a little bit, not dirty, I call it patina. And that's not all. She also brought me that one with a little bit of pink. And she wrapped it all with like this cord. So cute. Also for a cacti or a succulent. And she also brought me, because it's not enough, really cute planters, a whole collection. Look how cute this is with the little flowers on it. And a bigger one. And some bowls. Norisa, you are crazy. I love you. So thank you very much. And she also brought me from Variegata, which I showed you in my last haul, which we got for free at the Variegata stand at the MyBotanika in Germany. So a little propagation station, which is holo, which I really like. Okay, the world is looking much better right now. So guys, you are crazy, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let's go over some plants. And I finally found my wishlist plant. A pink variegated Alocasia black velvet with some really nice variegation. This is from the Rare Green. I met her also on the MyBotanika in Germany, and she told me that she had a stand on the MyBotanika in Nieuwegein, and I asked her if she had any black velvet pinks. So she brought me one and she told me if you don't like it, you don't have to take it. So she showed me the plant and I was immediately in love. Just look at this leaf and the other one. This is like a really nice leaf with really nice variegation. You know, I already could buy some pink variegated alocasias, but you must have a vibe with your plant that you buy. I think that's my thought. So I'm really happy with this one, and she also gave me a really good price for this. So I'm gonna take really good care of it. So thank you. Really, thank you, the Rare Green. And she also had a surprise box with some Alocasia corms, and it was €5 each grab, and all of the mothers have all the mothers are variegated. So all of the mother plants are variegated. So I'm curious about which this is gonna be. So I also grabbed one of these. And I was on a Hoya hunt. So I wanted to have a Hoya. So I asked Jacqueline if she wanna help me, and she did. And this is from Collection Pflanzen and Plants. And she told me that's a good one because it's already growing and has another grow point over here. And this is a Hoya Viberrigia Pink Splash. Gonna try not to spill some water. Where's the name? There it is. And it is a 3-leaf cutting. And she told me if you give this enough light, you get all of the pink splashes. Like, you know, I'm new to Hoyas. A cutting, and the roots are already starting. Let me try to show you. And this was 15 euro. So I'm definitely into my Hoya area, which is also a bit scary. But I'm looking forward to grow this one. Something totally different was at the new sponsor from the MyBotanika at growpot.nl. And they had like really nice hanging planters, which you can mount on your wall. And I bought a pot which fits in it, a nursery pot. And the good thing about this one, you can take this off. So this is a self-watering pot. And sorry guys. And you also can take this one off to empty the old water. So this is really nice. And they also got this with a white pot or a gray, like stony pot. And I told them no matter what, because I will paint the pot pink, of course. And I thought this is a perfect solution to put a Spiritus Sancti in it, because it has like the long pedicels. So I'm really happy with this one. Maybe it fits here. Should it fit? Nah. Maybe not. We will see. And I also bought the biggest aeroid pot, the anti-spiral pot with them, just for my anthuriums, because I find that anthuriums grow really well in these kinds of pots. And I love to grow them in those pots. And I bought 3 anthurium crosses, which are unique, which you can buy anywhere. And at the stand of Captain Aeroid. Captain Aeroid, if you don't know him, make sure to follow him on Instagram, because he makes like unique crosses. And then he has like a bunch of seeds and seedlings. But what do you have to do with a dozen of the same? So he sold a few of them. And he's making new crosses with the new crosses. So like Doc Block, but the one from Europe. And this is a pink bonnet. I don't know which the parents are, but the leaves come out like really pink, and it has a pink sinus, or how do you call this? So I didn't doubt about this one. This is the oldest leaf. This is the newest leaf. And I just like the veining of this one. It's like a bat. So I'm really happy with this pink bonnet. Next cross was a pink Valentine. I asked him if he had any pink anthuriums, and he told me, yeah, there must be a pink Valentine. I only got one. I said, give it to me. So this is a pink Valentine, because the newest leaf, I don't know if it shows on camera, but it's like really pink. And the veining is really pink. Maybe you can see it better from the back. And this leaf cracked, so it was already damaged. So I put a little straw on it to keep it up. And this yellowing leaf is the oldest leaf, so that's just normal. So I'm really happy with a pink Valentine. And we had a little chat and he told me like, is this not for you? This is a Anthurium old soul, like really dark, and it's also a bit pinkish at the back. I don't know if the camera captured that. And there are actually two plants because it has like a little side shoot over here, which is making a new leaf. Oh my god, this is really dark and there's a bunch of light coming on. It's also a bit of red and pinkish, so a old soul. And I think Jacqueline also took one, but you know, not all of the seedlings are the same. She took one with a wider sinus, I think, but I really like this one. So I think there's a bit of papillianium in here. And he's also making like a database online. So check him out on Instagram. There will be a link in his profile. And there you can add the name of your plant or something like that. I still have to do that. Like you can add your plant and then you can see which the parents or the crosses are, and you also can select where you bought it or from who that you bought it, and so you get like the whole family of your plant. And when you sell a cutting or something like that, you also can add it to the list. So definitely check that out. Another highlight from that day is I already got one, but I couldn't go home without that one. A variegated billy. I just was in love with this leaf because it has like a little bit of pink in it. It's making a new one, and this is a older leaf, which is already there's already some browning, which is not the baddest, because I think that this leaf will die off because it's coming out of a greenhouse and I don't have a greenhouse at home. So, and she also told me that this was an import, but that they're rooted. So I'm gonna make a separate video because I have to repot my old variegated billy, so we can check in on the roots. And this is from Limited Leaves. It was the first time I saw them on MyBotanika, but they told me they also were in Ham, not this year but last year. And this was only 85 euro. This was, in that size, the cheapest I ever saw. Or they're coming down in prices finally, or it was just a good deal because they had like more, but they didn't have like a lot of pink in it. And the big boss of variegata.de told me if you just give a variegated billy enough light, blast it with light, then you will get some pink variegation. So this is not a separate species or something. So I'm really happy with my second variegated billy. And I almost forgot, at Jungle Leaves, I bought like a little ventilation system for my Milsbo cabinet, because I got a cheap one in there which makes like really bad noises. And I asked them which one was the best for the Milsbo High. And this comes with the things, salve and a protection. So I'm definitely gonna try that out. And this one is also water resistant, which is good in a greenhouse where the humidity is high. It was the first time I was at Jungle Leaves because it's always busy at the booth of Jungle Leaves. So I'm glad I could make it over there. I'm glad MyBotanika is only 2 times a year for me, because there are more MyBotanikas, but it's just too far away and long time to travel. And I'm really happy with all of my things that I got on the MyBotanika in Ham and on the MyBotanika now. So there will be a lot of repot and care videos following. If you liked watching this video, give the thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. And I hope to see you back in my next video. Bye bye.